What's up, guys? So a little trade recap today. I took it was a loss. Again, it's my third loss in a row. So I'm quite going on a little loss streak right now. But it's all right. I think I won like 7 times in a row before, so I get like a 70% win rate. So that's pretty good. I just need to lock in and actually get some wins. So this was a pretty unfortunate loss. All right, so it was on gold futures during Asia session again. That's pretty much what I always trade, and I'm using FX Replay for uh, just doing this recap. It's a backtesting software, and y'all can use this code, I think, for 15% off. All right, so I don't get any commission from that. It's just really to get some discounts. All right, so just gonna leave it here. So basically, for my bias here, I was pretty bearish. Why was I bearish? Pretty simple. Basically, here in the 1 hour time frame, we have plenty of low resistance liquidity. Liquidity, such a hard word to say. Then here we have the new week opening gap. We basically traded into it. All right, so here basically traded into the new week opening gap, and we swept this high. Basically, this high was inside the new week opening gap. We filled all of it, and it was basically, oh my god, I need to stop saying basically. It was intermediate high, and then we swept it. So this high should now be protected. So this is now high resistance liquidity because we swept this intermediate high. So if we're gonna be bearish, it should be our highest point. All right, so that was kind of like my my thoughts. Then we had this 30-minute unfilled gap. I wanted to like target it. But the other thing is that we had another one right there, and I would have liked to see it getting inversed. So at this point, I was pretty sure we're going to be inversing it because we were pretty low below the actual gap, and it was like only 5 minutes left to the candle. So my plan was just to get a closure somewhere here below that, and then get a retracement and then target this. And what we can also just look at is the 4 hour candle. We opened, never went lower, when it never manipulated into any sort of PD raise. We went up and swept the intermediate high. So we expect the 4 hour candle to be bearish because we did something like that. Oh my god. We did something like that. We opened, went up, and then we can expect it to close lower. So we manipulated into a PD array above, creating the wick. In this case, was an intermediate high. Created a wick. So now we can just expect price to go lower. And because we do have SMTs with like silver on gold, but I don't use them because they aren't as good as they aren't as correlated as NQNES, for example. So I really like using the 4 hour PO3. So this is how 6 p.m. opens higher or lower, and as well as the 1 hour power of 3. So if we open lower or higher. So that was pretty much like my game plan. So if we go on the lower time frame, we do have a 5-minute gap that we created over here. And now that's like part of why I lost, because I didn't actually follow my plan. As I told y'all, I was pretty bearish. All right, so what we did is we actually closed, like we didn't really inverse it. We kind of like respected it. So now it was like, if we're gonna be bearish, we should respect this 5 minute. All right, this 5 minutes. So I was just looking for maybe take a short out of that, but we started pumping up, and we never got any like short, and we completely inversed it. So now I'm just looking at it and like we respected the 30-minute, we inversed the 5-minute. Maybe my bias was wrong, and we're actually gonna go like target this like low resistance liquidity over here, and maybe just actually go up. like maybe fill more of these gaps right there and these low resistance high. So that was like why I switched my bias from from bearish to bullish, you know. But like the 4-hour PO tree is still there. We still never manipulated into any bearish P raise. So that's pretty much what I thought. All right, and then we get this 5-minute fair value gap right there. I'm not sure if I entered off this one because I ended up taking it long and I got brutally stopped out. So I'm just gonna go and see what happened. Was it? Oh yeah, that's definitely what I took. Yep, that's what I took. Yep. So here, we manipulated into this 5-minute over here. What did we do? We get a 1-minute inverse fair value. I'm gonna get rid of the New Week opening gap, but like we know it's here. So we get this 1-minute inversion right there. FG. Bang. Just gonna go back one candle. Yep. Perfect. So we get this 1-minute inverse, and then here we actually had a stop hunt too. No, we don't have any place to just put it, so I'm just gonna put it like that. But we basically swept this low that was already inside. I think we could have entered off like a 30-second. Yeah, could have taken this 30-second, and I would have gotten stopped out with a stop hunt, and then a 1-minute entry. So that was pretty good stop hunt, good inverse fair value gap with a lot of like displacement. So that's just like overall that was a pretty good mechanical entry. The problem is the lack of the lack of context. So that's basically it, like a 1.1 hour setup. So I took that. I enter with like 8. Yep. 7, I think. Yeah. So I enter with 7 contracts for a long position, and got stopped out. So yeah, that was a loss. And now we're just gonna go and look at like what price ended up doing. So we dump and we finally mitigated into this 30-minute gap. Then there's not much. I don't think we got any setups. I mean, this was like another draw that I had marked out. It was a 15-minute intermediate low, you know, and we had all of this LR here. So like this trade is that was not a good loss. I don't think it was a great setup. Mechanically, yes, but overall no, because it did not match the higher time frames. So I'm pretty sure we ended up having something though. Oh yeah, we do. I think we do get like this thing. Do we actually get? Oh yeah, right there. So we tap into this 15 after we tap into this 15 right there. I'm just gonna get rid of this. We tap in this 15. I didn't really analyze this setup though, so I'm just gonna go and look at it with y'all. So we tap into this. No entry really. And then bang. Is that it? Yup. So yeah, I think that's not bad. Like something like that. Maybe. So like we kind of have like some low resistance leading to our target with like these 2 lows. Oh my bad. Right there, we tap into this, but that's a pretty light tap. I'm gonna be honest. I would wait for something maybe deeper, but like, yeah, that's pretty late too. Like I would not take this at 2037, and like I'm gonna have a big wait, but just for like the video, I'm gonna take it. Um, I'm gonna risk like 6. Bang. It's like that was one of my draws too. 15-minute intermediate low and got some low resistance leading to it. So yup. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh. Anyways. I can't move to break even? What is this? So break even now? Oh yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Like that would have been like the proper setup to wait for. But yeah, I'm not happy at all. What am I saying? I'm not happy at all with this loss. I think I was not patient enough. I should have waited for like a setup that matched my, like if we look at the 4-hour candle now, as I was explaining before, we created a big wick and then we can expect it to just close lower. I'm not sure. I think we do reject though. Oh no, we don't. So now, as I said, 4-hour candle close bearish. So I did not perform the best, but I still performed pretty well than like the rest of the week. I didn't take any mid setup, but like that was definitely more to play than this shitty setup I took above. So, yup, I'm just gonna go and hope to trade better next week. So yeah, just avoid pattern trades like this that don't actually match with the higher time frames in the context, because I was targeting some high resistance liquidity basically. So yeah, and you always want to, like you want your stop to be high resistance and your target to be low resistance. Now my target was like high resistance liquidity, and I had some unfilled gaps at my stop, so not super optimal. So yeah, that's pretty much a recap for today. If y'all have learned anything from this little video, that's great. And if y'all have any questions, just let me know in the comments or on Instagram or Discord. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this recap.